Welcome back to another episode of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Blazing. Today we continue our PvP team building guide. This is for spot number 3. In this third slot, there's a couple different things you can do like all slots. But before we get into that, if you haven't already subbed, go ahead and hit that little sub button on the bottom right hand corner. And also, for every like we hit, that's adding another shadow clone to Naruto. How many shadow clones can we get up to? We've been doing really well on that lately. Anyways, I digress. What you want to do with your third slot in Naruto PvP is he can do a couple different things. One of the big things is, for me personally, is somebody that I want to get a kill with, and or I want to have the enemy focus on. That's why I have Madara here first. As you've seen in some of my PvP videos and some other ones, I like using Madara a lot. The reason I like using Madara is because every time the game starts, someone sees Madara, they pretty much always go for Madara, like 85% of the time. They go focus everything on Madara and try to kill him immediately. For me, I like that because that gives me the ability to then get my jutsus off and not worry about some of the other people that I want to use getting hit because everyone's focusing on Madara. I even have done it. You see Madara out there, you go after Madara because that dude hits hard. But that takes the focus off of your other characters that you want and allows you to lose a guy that you're already going to lose someone most of the time. But it keeps that focus on them. Nice thing is if you can get 2 ultra combos off in a row, which is hard to do now. Not as much anymore, but still kind of hard to do. Madara has his jutsu. When he does that, he covers like a good third of the screen with his little C-shaped flame, and he hits everyone. If you have skill units out there, they're pretty much dead outside of OT and Obito. OT is going to be on life support. Obito is going to be very damaged. So he can do some serious damage. He has 34k health, and he has 265 speed. So right there, he is very tanky. Not very tanky, but he's tanky. And he has good speed for this third slot. Your third slot, you can go with someone a little slower, but I always like to use speed just to get people up and going. So Madara is a really good choice for that because he has the speed and he has the ability to take a jutsu. Not 2, unless it's going to be 2 skill ones, and then of course he can take it. But a lot of times it's going to be like CM2 hits him, and then if someone else wants to hit him, like Taka Sasuke or even the Rock Lee will kill him. So it just depends, but he's good for keeping the focus on him and not focusing on your other units. Another person I've seen a lot is Sage's Sixth Path, Naruto. The reason for Sage's Sixth Path, Naruto, is he's not the fastest. 239 speed's okay if you put some speed pills into him. But I see him in that third slot because they don't have enough dupes in him to bring his chakra down to 5. If his chakra's at 5, I see him in the second spot more often than not. If I don't, then I see him in the third slot because he's going to take some damage because people do focus on him, and you can gain him some chakra. Even if it's only 1 chakra. Gets to 5, he needs 6. Well, the good thing about that is then you switch him out. He has the crummy dodge buddy skill that a lot of people like. So all of a sudden, then that's the highest, the 20%. So now he's helping out that 6th slot by letting them dodge while he's waiting in the background, waiting for that 1 more chakra then he's going to come out and one-shot almost anyone. I think he does 22k neutral damage, and he hits for 34, 35k against a wisdom unit, excuse me, not bravery, wisdom unit. So, I mean, he's going to hit very, very hard. And that's why you see him in the 6th slot. Again, the speed's not the fastest in the world, but it's not terrible. And he has 31k health, so he's average health. Okay speed. And he can one-shot just about one person, and he gets you a chakra because it's an ultimate, because he does 15 hits on his single jutsu. Another person you see a lot in the 3rd row, which doesn't always make sense, is Obito. Obito is fast. He's 275 speed. I think before I said 289, that was the old stats. They nerfed him a little bit. But if you see him back there, it's because they don't have any dupes in him or enough dupes. So he'll have a 7 chakra or a 8 chakra. So they want him in the back to give you speed and give you the dodge ability, because he does have dodge. And if you have dupes in him, he does have dodge as his abilities. 3 dodge chance at 15%. Plus, if you have a dodger behind him, it just makes it go up even more. So a lot of people use him there just for that crummy dodge mechanic. And if he can get the jutsu off, which is a big if, he hits like 70% of the screen. We've all seen his jutsu. It's pretty strong. But the drawback on him is, again, he has too much chakra consumption. So if you have him with all his dupes, yeah, he's good there. Put him in the 3rd spot. If you can gain 2 chakra, he has his jutsu. All of a sudden, boom, he gets his jutsu off, finishes off the field. I've seen too many times people doing this. And again, he takes a lot of the attention from people at times. Not complete like Madara does. But, you know, some people do focus on him. I personally, when I see him out there, I know it's a fairly easy kill, so I go after him because his max health is only like 29k. So, him being out there, I can kill fairly easy because he's just under average. Another person that you see out there, you're seeing a lot right now, is her. Kyrene. At max, I want to say she's 44, but not 43, so I think that's a little off. She's 44k. She's a 3/6 chakra. So that means that if you can get 2 chakra, you have her ultimate. Her ultimate does like 40k damage, 30k damage, something like that. It will one-shot almost everybody, unless they have someone that reduces damage as a friend behind them. Other than that, she's going to one-shot any bravery unit. If not, then pretty much anybody else on the field, she's going to jutsu. She's max limit broke. She has so much health, so she's going to take 2 to 3 jutsus. It depends if you have a couple skill people, not skill. If you have a couple bravery people, they can do in 2. If not, it's going to take usually 3. Just because of how much she needs. How much jutsu she needs because of her high health. Her speed's not great. It's 215. If you put pills in her, you know, it'll go up a little higher than that. But she's there because she's a tank and she can get ultimate off really, really fast. Her jutsus aren't bad. I mean, her dupes, because she does have reduced bravery damage by 20%. So in that case, she's able to tank a little bit better against the bravery units that I was just talking about. But you're starting to see her more and more and more, and a lot of times you see like Utataka behind her, so they're tanking. She's helping even more tanking of the jutsus. So it's just one way of doing it, but you have to be careful because one slip up, she doesn't get it. Well, now she's not as fast as the other people. And you can cause issues. I mean, she's still a really good unit back there. Don't get me wrong. That's a really ideal person in the 3rd slot, honestly. Another one that you'll see a lot of is, and this is the guy I'm using right now, is OT Naruto. He's a tank, 37k health, 227 speed, but with his second one it's a 30, so that's 257. I've fed him some speed pills personally, and I have him above a base Madara, so he's over 265. I'm not going to say what exactly, but he's over 265. So if someone has a Madara back there, I'm going to outspeed you. A lot of these other people that I've shown you, I'm outspeeding, except Obito. So if I can go first in the third slot, most of the time someone brings out CM2, I can one-shot CM2. As probably a lot of you have seen, he does 29k damage to a body unit. So if someone has Hashirama, someone's using CM2, someone's using Killer Bee, he can one-shot CM2 and he can take the Hashirama and the Killer Bee, who are both about 32k health, down to life support. If you have any follow-up attack or attack at the beginning, it's going to kill them. So that's a good option there. You do have to be careful though when using him, because the new Rock Lee does 27k damage, so that's taking him down to 10k. With 10k health, you can more than likely kill him on just regular attacks if you're using multiple people. So if you're going to use him in the first slot, you want to pair him with someone that can help him tank a little better. So someone that like the Utataka, someone else that buddy skill is reduced damage. So I kind of do that myself, and it ends up he only taking about 22k, so now he has 17k left. I mean 12k left, so he can take a couple more hits and stuff. So that does help out quite a bit. No, 17k, excuse me. I don't know, I get too early for math. Anyways, I digress. But he can do that. He has decent speed, really good health, and he hits. He does 19k neutral damage to anyone else that's not a body unit. So he's doing almost on par of Sage's 6 paths here. And he switch seals. So all of a sudden you hit someone, and like you hit the first guy who is a CM2. Well, now he's almost dead because Gaara's behind him and Gaara's protecting him from taking damage. Well, now he can't bring in that Gaara who, whatever, has full health and ready to jutsu. He's stuck now. So you have different things you can do. Switch sealing is a very good thing that not as many people take advantage of. They're like, whatever. If you hit the right person who already used the jutsu, and they have someone in the back that they really want to bring in, say Obito, because he's going to have his ultimate, and you hit the other person, Obito can't come in, that really screws up the opponent's thinking and how they're going to do something, and it buys you some time to either kill these people off, get the win, or whatever else the case may happen, getting power-ups, speed-ups, whatever. It just depends on the time and the map. Maybe you can kill them and bring them into a chakra pool so they lose their chakra. He also drags them closer. So knocking back and dragging closer are two abilities that these people have. Naruto, he knocks back. Madara knocks back. Obito, is not Obito knock back, or let's see. Yeah, knocks him back. Kyrene, no, she just jutsu seals. I didn't think she knocks back. So a lot of these guys knock back. He's the only one that pulls forward, but I like the pulling forward a little bit better because then I can actually kind of point them out. When you knock them back, the angle that you hit them back at makes them move certain ways. So you have more flexibility like that on where you want them to go, but it's a little harder. I like the pulling closer just because I can dictate exactly where it is. It's always a very nice feature and option. But anyways, one of the last people, I've used this in the past, I've seen this occasionally, is Sasuke, the Chidori Sasuke. His speed is, I want to say 280, So he's relatively fast. He has good health, average health. I think he's about 32k. If he has dupes in him, look at this. Reduce wisdom, reduce wisdom, reduce wisdom. So anyone that comes up as a wisdom, he's going to tank that. Also his field skill, reduce wisdom element damage. So if you put him behind Sage 6 Paths and someone comes up with Obito or Sasuke, Sage 6 Path Sasuke, he's helping them tank like all of that. So he's not a bad unit for that. He's fast. Oh, excuse me. He's fast. He can take a hit, and he has a chance to immobilize. It's not the best chance. 35% in PvP for 2 seconds, which is 2 turns that person comes up. But it has to be when that person comes up. If they put him in the back, that doesn't count. That's one thing people misunderstand when it says seconds. When it says seconds, it's when they come up. So if they're switch sealed or anything like that, and it says seconds, you have to leave them in. So when they come up, that counts as 1. If you put them in the back, that doesn't count. So you can wait 4 turns, it doesn't count because he's not up there. He has to take a turn. That person does. So remember that. There's a few other people that you see here and there. Hashirama is one I've occasionally see. Sometimes you see a Killer Bee. But the ones I put up here are the ones that you mostly see right now. She's all the rage. Madara was really good, and you don't see him as much anymore. But that's the thing you want. You want someone with some decent speed. You want someone with some good health that can take a hit. And you can either do it where that's your focal point. Madara. Everyone goes for Madara. Or you want someone that not necessarily is going to be their complete focal point, and maybe use a jutsu on several different people, but gives them a chance to come in and do some serious damage, like OT here. He is more of a focal point because a lot of people will go after him, switch seal him, not switch seal him, but chakra seal him, or something else because they want to make sure he can't get a juice off because they know that's GG after that. Obito is a hit or miss. If he has a 6 chakra, because he's duped out, a lot of people will go after him, though he has the dodge mechanic, so he's really good for that. He also reduces damage, and he's fast range, so he's all around a really, really good unit once he's fully duped, because damage reduction when he's on the field, dodging ability as a buddy skill, dodge as dupe's ability. So, I mean, when he's teamed up with, like, Sage 6 Path, those two are really dangerous combo just because they're going to dodge a lot. They hit pretty hard, and they got good speed. I mean, it's a really good combination. But that's if you want to go the crummy dodge route. And like I said, she's all the rage right now just because you need a ultra combo off. Not an ultra combo, but an insta-kill because if she gets her ultimate, her secret G2 off. So that's going to be about it for this video. Down in the comment section below, let me know who you're using in your 3rd spot. If you like that person, if you're looking for someone else, ask me down below. I can try to help you out a little bit. Like I said, I've been using this OT right now on my new team. The videos of PvP you guys are still seeing is some other people. That's because I haven't finished everything up. You haven't seen my new teams and stuff, which is coming in over the next several days. I do record a lot of PvP, and I do a lot of it when I'm watching TV with my family and stuff like that. So that's why it's not always commentary. But anyways, I digress. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Thanksgiving's coming up, so hope everyone's ready for that. On that, you guys take care, and I will see you on the flip.